It's going to be an incredible book. Make sure that you go and be a part of the book signing with the one and only Karen Kingsbury. Good morning. I hope that you're doing well. Hey, let me just give you a little bit of context about today and what you can expect at Convocation. We're really blessed today to have three honored guests with us, and two of them are going to share about the same amount of time as keynotes. First and foremost, we have comedy legend Joe Piscopo in the house with us today. Come on, make some noise for him. We also have Heather McDonald, who's a best-selling author and just a social commentary, just genius, honestly. You're really going to like her. And so Heather will be with us as well. And then our mayor is here for a commissioning, since we have about 500 of our students serving today all around the county. And then tomorrow, 1,700 of you are serving the city as well. So she's coming just to do a bit of a commissioning for our Serve Day, which is the largest one-day volunteer effort for college students in the world. And so give yourself a hand for that. That's a pretty amazing accomplishment. God gets the glory, but honestly, let me just honor you by saying thank you. It's going to be a phenomenal morning for us. We will probably take the full time. We normally go for about an hour, hour and 5 minutes, even though we have up to 75 minutes. Today, we do have it scheduled out for the full 75. And so just know that this is probably going to be a little bit longer by design. As a means of introduction for our first guest, I can tell you that I grew up watching him with Eddie Murphy and with Dana Carvey and just other comedy legends in the 80s and on Saturday Night Live. He was probably one of the most influential movie stars in the world as well. We'll talk a little bit about his movie career. Today, he's a radio show host. He also travels and does big shows, big musical production shows as well. We'll get into that, but we do have a little bit of a sizzle reel. Let's watch this about the one, the only Joe Piscopo, everybody. Together for Joe Piscopo, everybody. Such an honor to have you here. What was it like just being a part of Saturday Night Live? How did you get to be a part of that cast? Give us a little bit of that history.
Well, first of all, I'm here. Thank you, Pastor. You know what, Mr. President, an honor to be here with you and an honor to be here with everybody. It's the most beautiful campus I've ever seen in my life. God bless you. God bless you. I'll tell you, honored and humbled. Humbled. So I was like doing comedy, and you know, I graduated college, not a college as nice as this, Mr. President, but I got a little school in Jacksonville, Florida, and I went into comedy. Hey, Florida, and we love, anybody from New Jersey here by chance? Oh, excuse me, what exit? Oh, no, sorry, I gotta start doing my, no Italians now, you don't know any Italians anyway? We got a couple of, look, God bless you. I love you, President Farwell. That's great. So I was doing the comedy in the New York comedy clubs, and they put me up on Saturday Night Live. We had to replace the original cast, which was impossible. Don't forget, one time, you guys are young. If you Google the original cast of Saturday Night Live, Gilda Radner, John Belushi, Danny Aykroyd, Billy Murray, oh, Chevy Chase. At one time, we had to replace him, and it wasn't easy. We did 10 shows. Thank God people forget that 10 shows weren't great. We finally got on our feet. The great Eddie Murphy came in, and then we started getting some traction by the grace of God only. We really, but again, just by good fortune, it worked out well.
Back then, that show was more than just something that was on Saturday night. Right. It was shaping culture.
Yeah, when I was in high school in the 70s, Monday morning, all the students would talk about was this skit or that skit. Yeah. I mean, it was
scary. I have to tell you, too, as you guys prepare for your exams and everything, on SNL, you go in Monday, and you got to come up with material. And if you don't write for yourself, you're not on the air. You'd have to write Monday, then Tuesday. Wednesday was the read-through. So you virtually had a short 48 hours to come up with all your material. What character am I going to do? How am I going to make it funny? Is this going to work? Is that not going to work? And then it's a flurry of rehearsals from Thursday to like Saturday night. You do the rehearsal at roughly 7:30 for Saturday Night Live, and you're done by about 9:30. It goes a little long, Pastor Ray, and then bang, you're on the air, like just like that. I don't even know how. When you think back now, and it was live as live could be, no delay. It was all live.
Well, you and I first met election night, 2016,
yes, sir,
at the New York Hilton. And I was struck by how approachable and humble and kind you were, and it reminded me of past Republican groups, administration, establishment Republicans. They acted like they did you a favor to say hello to you, but at the Trump victory party, everybody was down to earth, nice. You were one of them. And you tell about when you met my father. I didn't know that till this morning.
Isn't that wild, though? Because I was on Saturday Night Live, and an honor to meet you, Mr. President. You're a very humble man. He who humbles himself is exalted. So it's great to see you, sir, in that regard. And thanks for being on the radio this morning. You were so great on the radio. So I come here with such great respect. But when I met your father, I was on Saturday Night Live. You know, we would always cut the edge a little bit. So I was at a studio in Cleveland, Ohio, at the ABC affiliate. I remember that. We love you, Cleveland. We love you, Ohio. It was at the ABC affiliate. What is the channel? What is that, 6 or something? Whatever. Yeah. So I go in there, and Reverend Falwell and I stops. He looks at me, and I can see in his eyes, uh-oh, it's one of those guys from Saturday Night Live, you know? And I said to him, I'll never forget, I said, Reverend, you know, I agree with your stance on abortion, sir. I'm a pro-life Italian Catholic. Boom. It was a love affair ever since. So it was nice. And how I remember that after seeing you early this morning.
That's unbelievable. I just got to show a clip. It's so funny. My father had a television show of the church service. It was called the Old Time Gospel Hour. It was on, there were only 3 networks back then. Yeah. He was on one of those networks in every market, every Sunday. So a lot of people watched it. But he had well, we're going to show you a clip. He had a little oval in the corner of the screen with a lady doing sign language. Go ahead with the first clip.
That's the power of prayer, salvation of lost souls. You can pray about everything. What about the power of prayer? First of all, through prayer, miracles are performed. Miracles are performed. Our God is just as great today as the God of the New Testament, for He's the same God. What He did for Peter, He can do for you. He released him from prison.
All right,
Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns at midnight.
Now, I want to show you Saturday Night Live's spoof of that same clip. This is something I remembered as a kid. You'll love it. Go ahead. I just remembered that when I saw you on the radio this morning, and I had to show you guys but my dad thought it was hilarious.
He did. Got a kick out of it.
He did.
Thank God.
And you impersonated Ronald Reagan. You became friends with him. Tell us about that.
When they asked me to do to parody Ronald Reagan, it started with Frank Sinatra, and these are heroes of mine. In Frank Sinatra, my father, of course, my first hero who admired Mr. Sinatra. And I didn't want to do him because I didn't want to disrespect him. So I felt that same way about President Reagan. But I was, at the time, my political differences may have been such where I said, okay, I will approach a satire of the great President Ronald Reagan. So I started doing it. Now I did it once, I did it twice. I don't hear anything. And we're having fun. We're not mean, though. Do you know, Mr. President? We weren't mean. We were just fun. We had fun with it. So then, listen to this. I got invited to the White House. I was 27 years old. I know. And the Reagan White House invites me down to the White House to meet President Reagan. And I go, and I'm so out of sorts. And by the way, it was an my Italian friend, it was an Italian-American event, right? And so I remember I was in the Blue Room, and then they had like opera singers in the Blue Room there, and I'm watching, and Yogi Berra, the late great Yogi Berra, is across the Blue Room, and the opera singer is going, you know, doing nothing. And me and Yogi are laughing, and one guy rubs my he goes, hey, you're at the White House, relax. I could, the jersey in the White House. I was so out of place, I didn't know where to go. I see in the distance President Ronald Reagan himself in that little office that you see where President Trump is with the fireplace behind him.
So I go up. I got to go up to the President of the United States, right, Pastor? So I go up. I go, Mr. Reagan, if I may, I'll stand. I said, Mr. President, I'm Joe Piscopo. I'm a new cast member on Saturday Night Live. It's an honor to meet you, sir. So I look him right in the eye, right? And President Reagan looks at me and he goes, well, Joe, it's nice to meet you too. Great to have you here. And there was a warmth that I felt right through the handshake. And you know a man, when you shake a man or a woman's hand, you know. And then there was that fire was going in the background. So what do I say to the President of the United States? I don't know what to say. I went, that's a nice fire, Mr. President. I mean, what am I going to say? And you know what he said? He goes, well, Joe, you know, we got people to do that for us, you know? And that changed my life when I met the Gipper. That goodness in the handshake, the look in his eyes, you couldn't have been more grounded. And from that, and to your point, President Fall, to your point, it changed my life politically because of the goodness of Ronald Reagan.
That's great. That's great. You know, I was... you and I, when we were on the radio earlier today, we were both bragging on our kids a little bit. And so I'm going to do a little bit more right now, if that's
Please.
okay. This past Saturday night at the Reagan Library, they had a gala to raise money for Oaks Christian Academy. How many of you from Southern California? Yeah. Anybody go to Oaks Christian? I know Shalene Bryant's daughter is here, Hannah, right? She's an Oaks graduate. And when Shalene was here recently, she spoke in Convo for a few minutes. And she noticed my daughter Caroline, and so she said, you know, we've been working with a production company. We want to do a commercial for the school, and we're going to run it for the next 10 years. And Caroline, I think, would be a natural. So there were 200 people trying out. So she picked Caroline. Caroline went out and did the commercial, and they showed it at the Reagan Library this past Saturday night. And George and Laura Bush were there, and they did a big fundraiser for the school. But I'm going to be a bragging daddy and just show the commercial, if you guys don't mind. Okay, I'm done bragging. David?
Well, there's a connection, though, with that commercial and the Bush family, isn't there?
They were at the gala.
Yes, sir.
Saturday night, yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
That school is like it looks like a college campus. It's got all the sports facilities. It's,
right.
I don't know how many thousands of students go there, but it's
yes,
got to be the largest Christian school in the country.
It's really hard to pick clip footage because you've been in a lot of movies. You've done so many different great skits with so many legends in acting and music. But one that I felt like was very it just didn't get enough attention was a particular movie that you got to do with the one, the only, the legend. You know, I don't know, Chuck Norris himself. All right, and I thought our students would really get a kick out of this. I'm not sure why this didn't win Oscar after Oscar after Oscar. When you see this, guys, I hope you got a hanky near you. This is as good as it gets right here. Let's watch this clip. Oh, so good. So serious. I mean, that's better than Kirk Cameron acting right there, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, give it up for Joe.
No, please, you had to bring that one out.
Chuck Norris?
He asked, may I? He asked me, Chuck Norris said, this is way back in the 90s sometime. He said, would you do a film with me? It's Chuck Norris, man. He was a world champion, karate man, world champion, international champion. And so I got to tell you, he goes, let's go shoot this. And I trained for like almost a month straight, 6 weeks, to fight the great Chuck Norris. So that scene starts. His brother Aaron directed it. And I was on stage. And I said, okay, let's do a parody of kind of the Karate Kid. And I'm sitting and standing right before Chuck Norris. And he goes like this, I promise you. He goes, oh, Joe, this is off before the cameras roll. I want you to hit me in the ear as hard as you can with the back of your left hand. And I said, man, you're Chuck Norris, man. I can't do that, you know? He goes, no, I want you to hit me. So I swear, in that scene, I went back. When we started that scene, they said, action. I looked around, I said, Chuck said it. I smacked him so hard, you know, with that shot, with a karate shot. Bang! He beat me up like I've never been beaten up before right after that. He took me down, and a lot of it looks like it's stunts. It wasn't. One of the nicest, most gentle. He's a great, God-fearing, good conservative, Chuck Norris is. He is, man. But when I tell you tough, boy, he took it home, and I never hurt so bad in my life doing that movie.
When my dad died in 2007, we had always had politicians and preachers do our commencement. And so I broke tradition in 2008 and had Chuck Norris as our first commencement speaker after I took over. That was Chuck. Yeah. So I kind of took school in a different direction, but you still have muscles like that?
No, yeah.
Those were real, right? That wasn't all.
They were real. No steroids. Always said, no, it's all, and I try to maintain at this point, no, but I just make sure I wear a suit now to cover up anything like that. But
he and I realized this morning we have the same birthday. We're both born on Father's Day, June 17th, so. Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
It is.
Both of them work out. This is what's amazing. You guys work out, no steroids. There's no steroids here either. This is all natural, young people. I don't even work out. It's a small Christmas miracle. I don't even work out.
They put me on the cover. They put me on the cover of Muscle and Fitness magazine back in the day, and I had to shoot the cover at Arnold Schwarzenegger's gym in Venice, California, with all these monsters. You know, those big guys walk around and say things like, "Hi, I just bench pressed Rhode Island." You know, those big monsters, right? So they go, Joe, we need you to take your shirt off for the photo shoot. I said, look around this gym, man. I'm like Pee Wee Herman here. I ain't taking my shirt off.
You can take your shirt off around here.
No.
It's known. As long as you're on a horse, you can take your shirt off around here.
Oh, that's it. The knight in shining armor, baby.
Or when you jump off a diving board.
The diving board. I heard about that.
Or any other excuse I can come up with.
Right.
Yeah.
But I go in. They go, Joe, it's the cover of Muscle Fitness. Take your shirt off. I said, I'm not taking my shirt off. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger's gym. This goes back and forth a half an hour with the photographer. I go, all right, I'll take my shirt off. 2 seconds, I'm putting my shirt back on. I take my shirt off. I suck in my gut. I do this ridiculous pose. Arnold Schwarzenegger himself walks in, takes one look at me and says, Joe, put your shirt back on. It was... You're embarrassing me. I'll never live that down, man.
This morning on the radio, you guys should have heard him bragging on you guys as students. Could you tell them what you told the whole national radio audience?
I feel I'm in an enclave and I could talk about it because I come from New York. I love Jersey, man. That's my home. And I love you, Jersey, heart and soul. And I ain't going anywhere. But when I come down here, sometimes in New York and New Jersey and in some pockets of California, they forget about everything that's good and why we're here and what matters. So there's always an attitude, you know. If you look at somebody in Jersey, and I say this with the greatest of pride, it's like, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? Am I right? You know? So, but down here, what really, really fulfilled me as a human being, please, and we're all children on God's earth, people look at you, they said, hello? Are you okay? Can I help you with anything? The goodness that you have created here with your family, Mr. President, is something, I'm telling you, my children are here. I am humbled and I'm honored to be among you. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you, sir. So we thought it would be good stewardship of having, honestly, one of the greatest impersonators in history, one of the great actors and sketch comics of all times. Since we've got him here, we thought it'd be fun to play a game with you. So the twins are going to come out. We got a game set up with our creative team. Come on out, guys. We're going to have a little fun. Are you?
Hey, guys. All right.
All right. What we got, guys?
Joe, man, we've got...
Good to see you, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Listen, when we've got somebody as talented as you in the building, we thought we couldn't let you get away without singing a couple songs for us. So we want to play a game with you today. It's like what you see in a lot of the late night shows, like James Corden, he's got the karaoke show, and Jimmy Fallon's got a song generator. So here's what's going to happen, right? I'm going to hit this button, all right? And when I do, you're going to see a song title come up and the style we want you to do it. And I know you're talented enough to make that happen. Can you do that for us? Let's give him some encouragement.
Come on, Joe.
We're on the edge.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready? Here we go.
So
Here we go.
It's going to stop when I say stop.
No, we're just going to hit it. It's going to generate the song.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, so we got Bruce Springsteen is the artist. You got to match, and then you got to sing "Old MacDonald Had a Farm." We got the campus band over here. You guys take that bass line for a walk right now.
I gotta sing Old MacDonald like Bruce Springsteen? That's sure, guys. Go ahead, give us a shot. Go ahead. Old MacDonald had a farm. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. E-I-E-I-O. Let me hear, come on. E-I-E-I-O. I said E-I-E-I-O. All right, that's it. That's all.
Come on. That's pretty amazing.
So good. Holy cow. I can't.
Still got it.
Amazing.
That was so good, I can't let you off the hook.
Oh, my God, no.
Who
Don't
wants to
wait.
hear one more? Who wants to hear one more?
Oh, my God.
I got it.
Ready, Mr. Piscopo? Here we go. 3, 2.
Oh, no.
Oh, Frank Sinatra to Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Oh,
you
my
got it?
God. Sure, we'll give it a shot.
All
Sure.
right, guys, let's hear it.
Mary had a little lamb. It was a cuckoo lamb. And that crazy lamb, it was white as snow. Everywhere that chick went, you saw where Mary went. That lamb was sure to go.
Come on, amazing.
That's so good.
Oh, wait. I heard that the pastor's got some talent, man. I heard him.
No. We have the worship collective.
No. Pastor, I love you.
You got to do it, man.
I love you, man.
People, do you want
I
to hear
think Jerry
David?
could do it.
Do you want to hear David?
I think the pastor, you do a little something. I heard about it. Everybody
Yes, sir.
told me about it. So can I see it live? Pastor, live. Yes.
Ooh, Coldplay. Oh. David, do you know who The Weeknd is, man?
The
You got
Weeknd
this?
is, they opened up for Elevation Band when they came here for Seafall.
Guys, we'll see how this goes.
Christian
Okay,
band.
here we go.
All right. Twinkle, 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 little star, how I wonder what you are. Twinkle, 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 little star, how I wonder what you are. Come on. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Come on. Twinkle, 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 little star. Say what? How I wonder what you are. Oh, twinkle, twinkle. I can't feel my face when I'm with you. I'm at liberty. I think I'm fired. Come on, give it up for this band, everybody. I'm done. Joe Piscopo, everybody. Joe Piscopo's in the house. Joe, come up here. All right.
The best, man. You're good, man. We got to go on the road, brother.
I would love to go on the road with you.
Jersey.
I'll be your Chuck Norris, baby. All right. Hey, you got to actually do. Do we want to see Jerry?
Oh!
will tell you, he is a 70s, 80s rocker. You want to do it? Jerry, he said he'll walk you through it.
You want to try it?
He don't want to try it. He needs to remain presidential.
Yes.
I can't say.
I, on the other hand, have no equity already, so this is just going, like, I'm just writing blank checks, you know what I mean? All right, so you got to actually do, I know, like, you're known around the world for being just a friend of Frank Sinatra's, and then also actually doing big band shows with Frank. So will you actually do for us today?
I absolutely will, but with your permission, Mr. President, with your permission as well. You know, the beauty of this at Liberty is a family. You know, for me, it's so important. And I take my children with me, and we've been through some tough times, you know, and we persevere. May I bring my, and with your permission as well,
absolutely,
if I may, ladies and gentlemen, bring my 14-year-old daughter on stage to maybe sing a little bit to make her debut.
This is her worship
Can we do that?
collective tryout. Yes, sir. Come on out.
Olivia Piscopo, right here. Say hi, Olivia. Hi, thank you so much. I said, she's just starting out in theater. She's starting to sing. She's my little girl, my baby girl. We love you. We love our children. We are so proud of you. So there was a song that we went through, kind of a tough time, some family situation. And there was, God always gets us through everything, you know, and praise Jesus, and we believe in that heart and soul. But there was one song that really got us through some of the tough times. I hope I can stay together on this one, right? Because I'm telling you. So, Olivia Piscopo, I'll stay with you as best as I can, please. It's all yours.
You tucked me in, turned out the light, kept me safe and sound at night. Little girls depend on things like that. Brushed my teeth and combed my hair, had to drive me everywhere. You were always there when I looked back. You had to do it all alone, make a living, make a home. Must have been as hard as it could be. And when I couldn't sleep at night, scared things wouldn't turn out right, you would hold my hand and sing to me. Caterpillar in the tree, how you wonder who you'll be. Can't go far, but you can always dream. Wish you may and wish you might. Don't you worry, hold on tight. I promise you there will come a day. Butterfly, fly away. Butterfly, fly away.
Butterfly, fly away.
Got your wings now, you can't stay. Take those dreams and make them all come true. Butterfly, fly away.
Butterfly, fly away.
We've been waiting for this day all along and knowing just what to do. Butterfly, 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 fly away. Butterfly, fly away.
Olivia Piscopo, thank you so much.
Butterfly, fly away.
I love you, baby. Thank you so much, my darling daughter. I love you, baby. My girl, thank you. That's her debut at Liberty University, honey. And when you're a sensation on YouTube, you know where it all started.
Thank you, sweetheart. Well, you know, and thank you for letting me do that, Mr. President. Thank you, Pastor. That's a tough one to get through, and thank you so much. So with the genius of Rick Gordon, my conductor here, we'd like to do a little something, a tribute to Francis Albert Sinatra, one of my all-time heroes. The man, what's great about Frank Sinatra, and who's from New York in the house? Oh, I love you. Mr. Sinatra was able to hold a note longer than anybody else, rest his soul. And let's do a little bit of something. Ricky, let's go right at there. Yeah, here we go.
Town blues are melting away, and I'm gonna make a brand new start of it. Come on, Liberty, where we going, baby? Oh, New York. And if we can make it there, we're gonna make it absolutely anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York. You're the best, thank you. Thank you so much for Francis Albert. You know what I did want to do if I can? I wanted to bring out a son that is just a blessing to me. My 16-year-old son, Michael. It's all about family, man. That's what I love about the love and the spirit that I feel down here at Liberty University. So I think if you would be so kind, he is a guitar virtuoso, this kid, at 16. And I would like to bring my handsome son, if I may, Michael Piscopo, to the stage at Liberty University. Oh, yeah. Are you ready to rock the house? Michael, crank it up, man. You got the best crowd you're ever going to play before. And we want to do a little song. And now you take the lead, son. I'm following you. Rick at the band is right with us. So when you're ready, buddy, I'm with you. Want to crank that up, Mike? You all set to go? I'm telling you what, with respect to everybody, thank you for allowing us to do this. It's all about family. It's so important. Take it home. Rock and roll, Mike Piscopo. That guitar in your hand. Hey Joe, where you going with that guitar in your hand? Well, I'm going out with my boy Mikey. You know I want to start a band. I'm going out with my boy Mikey. You know what? Gonna start another band. Hey, Joe, take it back. You are the bad. We do one more. I got to do this. And thanks to a nice round of applause for Rick Gordon and the great band right here on stage, if you would, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. So I said to Mikey, because I tell you he's got the talent, I said, why don't you and I do a little duet at Liberty? I will, with your permission, sit on the drums and crack the drums for you this morning while Mikey does a solo number all by himself by an old blues guy named Howlin' Wolf. I'm telling you, he's an old soul, my boy. Can we try that a little bit for you today, and then we'll get on? All right, we're gonna rock for you right now. We love you. This is one of the greatest places I've ever been on the face of the earth. So I thank you very much. Michael, you take it, buddy.
Hello. Hi, everyone. How y'all doing? All right. You ready? All right.
With you, yeah, long time ago. I should have quit you, baby, long time ago. I should have quit you. Going back down to Mexico. If I don't follow my first line, if I don't follow pretty baby, my first line. A long time ago, since my second time. Crying on the killing floor.
Thank you.
That was so incredible. Whoever slept in this morning is going to regret it. But I've got two other guests I want you to meet, Ray and Mark. Ray is a good friend. Ray Mara, that was awesome. Only instrument I can play is the radio. Ray Mara, we met about 15 years ago. He has a home here locally, and he's big in the pharmaceuticals business. I guess you invented Viagra, right? Oh, no, it was a different pill. But anyway, Ray, I had always heard that he invented Viagra. And I'm going to show you why I thought that in a minute. But Mark Serrano has become a great friend of Liberty University. He's head of communications for Trump 2020, and he's helped bring in a lot of the speakers that have been here this year. And we met 2 years ago on a cruise in Greece, right? We went out to the yacht. We met before that in 2016.
2016.
Yeah, I introduced Trump at a rally 2 days before the election.
2 days before the election.
Yeah, and but then he invited us out with some friends of his and went from Greek island to Greek island and
Go Flames!
Mark knows everybody. It's just incredible how connected he is. But since we're talking about family today, Ray Mara's son, Raymond, is seriously considering coming to Liberty in a year? 2 years? 2 years. And I want you guys to encourage him to come because I'm going to show you some pictures of his dad's house here locally that you guys might be able to hang out at if you can get him here. Go ahead. Raymond, you're going to be the most eligible bachelor on campus if you come to Liberty. So anyhow, Ray, thank you for being here. And Mark, thanks for everything you do. Joe, that was just absolutely incredible. We're so honored to have you here. And all right, now, Heather McDonald is a JD from Stanford University School of Law. She has writings that appeared in the Wall Street Journal, the Washington Post, the LA Times, New York Times, New Republic. She's a frequent guest on Fox, CNN. I've been watching her on a lot of these shows lately, and I admire her tenacity and her boldness and her courage in speaking out in a world that's become so politically correct. Heather, I don't know if you do this, but my father in the early 2000s had a billboard at the entrance to Liberty's campus that said, Liberty University, politically incorrect since 1971. And you can imagine the complaints we got on that, but he just left it up there. But she's an award-winning writer, best-selling author, contributing editor of New York City Journal. Welcome to Liberty University, Heather McDonald.
I got it. Wow. College wasn't this fun when I was there. Can I please come back and go to Liberty University? This is extraordinary. This is an extreme honor. Thank you so much, Reverend Falwell, for that introduction. It's a privilege to be at this storied and beautiful campus, and the students are so polite. I'm afraid at the rec center this morning, I got a little confused and apparently ended up in the male locker room, but it was empty, so I was getting ready to swim, and a male student walked in and apologized to me for being there. So thank you for understanding and directing me to the right place. And I keep having to pinch myself to grasp that I'm at a place where teaching Shakespeare is not about to lead at any minute to a strident protest against cis-normative patriarchal male privilege. Now, I've been speaking at colleges other than Liberty University recently. You know what that means. I've received the walkout, the storm the stage strategy, and at Claremont McKenna College in California, the blockade, which prevented anybody from actually attending my talk. At Columbia Law School, a student gave me the finger throughout the entirety of my remarks, and so-called students of color at Pomona College in California called me a, quote, fascist, white supremacist, war hawk, transphobe, queerphobe, classist, and ignorant of interlocking systems of privilege that produce the lethal conditions under which oppressed people are forced to live, end quote. So to actually have an audience still in its seats and apparently willing to listen is an unusual experience for me that's going to take a while to get used to. Now, we've been hearing a lot of late, thank you. Thank you for your attention. I'm going to take this with me when I go next to St. Olaf's College, which I don't think is going to be the same reception. We've been hearing a lot of late about this so-called crisis of free speech on college campuses, but not much about its root cause. The narcissistic victimology that is rapidly spreading from academia to the rest of culture. In a word, the American university is in the grips of a mass hysteria. Students other than Liberty students actually believe that they are at risk of their lives on a college campus from circumambient racism and sexism. The degree of maudlin caterwauling is impossible to overstate. At Brown, students of color occupied the president's office and demanded exemption from such ordinary academic expectations as going to class or studying for exams because they said they were so focused on, quote, staying alive at Brown. At Yale, a mob of minority students surrounded a respected sociologist and screamed at him for 3 hours because his wife had suggested that college students could actually choose their Halloween costumes for themselves, free from the tender ministrations of Yale's diversity bureaucracy. Among the shouts of, "Shut the F up," and "You are disgusting," that were directed at this mild-mannered left-wing professor was a cry of, "We're dying," referring to the allegedly endangered status of Yale's minority students. But my favorite moment in this parade of narcissism comes from Princeton. In 2015, Princeton's black students chanted, "We're sick and tired of being sick and tired." Now, this was a phrase first used by Fannie Lou Hamer, who was beaten in the 1950s for trying to vote. Fannie Lou Hamer had grounds aplenty for being sick and tired of being sick and tired. But any Princeton student who thinks of himself as oppressed is in the grips of a terrible delusion that will encumber him for the rest of his life. Well, perhaps you're thinking, yeah, I mean, get a grip, guys, come on. Well, maybe you're thinking, maybe the adults on those campuses are trying to give students a firmer grip on reality. Wrong. A massive diversity bureaucracy is devoted to cultivating in students ever more arcane species of self-involvement and ever more preposterous forms of self-pity. Students regularly act out little psychodramas of oppression before an appreciative audience of diversity deanlets and vice chancellors of equity, diversity, and inclusion who use the occasion to expand their domain. If you want to know why tuition is so obscenely expensive at these other colleges, look no further than these multiplying diversity sinecures. Many campuses have created bias response teams, modeled presumably on active shooter response teams, on the assumption that discrimination is so rampant and lethal on campus that a rapid defense force is needed. Freshman orientations and dorm sessions feature seminars in toxic masculinity and white privilege. Students are taught that they are either the oppressed or the oppressors. If you're not female, minority, Hispanic, gay, or any of the 116 and still metastasizing categories of gender, the only way you can escape being an oppressor is by becoming a, quote, ally. Allies are something we usually associate with war. And indeed, the reigning thinking on most college campuses is that female students and students of color are in a war zone and need allies from the opposing side to survive. Am I exaggerating? No, unfortunately. At UC Berkeley's Division of Equity and Inclusion, they hung banners throughout UC Berkeley's campus reminding students of the university's paramount mission in this age of political correctness and victimology, assigning guilt and innocence in the ruthlessly competitive totem pole of victimhood. One banner featured a female black student and a male Hispanic student allegedly pleading, "Allow people other than yourself to exist," a message directed at Berkeley's white students and faculty. The diversity bureaucracy aspires to total control. You can't even answer the call of nature without being harangued. University of Minnesota diversicrats posted flyers in all dormitory bathrooms, reminding students about their white privilege. We'll hope they kept up with the toilet paper, but more important to give the ideology. College presidents are among the worst enablers of academic victimology. After the expletive-filled tirade directed at the Yale sociologist, Yale's president, Peter Salovey, and I want to name his name, thanked the student thugs for making him proud of his student body. Yale subsequently conferred a racial justice prize on two of the most aggressive participants. The dean of the Harvard Medical School recently removed the portraits of its greatest physician scientists from the entrance hall to one of its teaching hospitals. You can guess the reason. They were all male. And thus looking on them would make Harvard's wilting medical students feel uncomfortable and unsafe. We can only wish these budding doctors luck in the operating room. The faculty are equally complicitous. A math professor at Vanderbilt University argues that mathematics is a, quote, white and heteronormatively masculinized space. Hobart and Williams College offers a course in white mythologies, which posits that objectivity and meritocracy are smokescreens for, get this, slavery and the subjugation of women. Similar curricular enormities are everywhere. Now, identity politics has destroyed the serious pursuit of knowledge throughout the humanities and most of the social sciences. Students are being given a license for ignorance. All they need to know about a book is the melanin content and gonads of its author to know whether they can dismiss it as thoroughly repugnant and not worth reading. Shakespeare, Milton, Chaucer, Plato, Kant, Locke, and Mill have all been variously defenestrated by students who have not the slightest clue about Periclean Athens, the Renaissance, or the Enlightenment. A Columbia undergraduate groused about Columbia's beleaguered core curriculum. Quote, "Who is this Mozart, this Haydn, these privileged white men?" The core, she said, upholds the premises of white supremacy and racism. No professor has ever defended our intellectual patrimony against such puling outbreaks of ecstatic know-nothingism without adding some preposterous qualification about respect for diversity. And now every non-academic institution, no matter how previously meritocratic, is also in the crosshairs, and that means, above all, the STEM fields. Exhibit A in our culture's descent into identity-driven mediocrity is the firing of computer engineer James Damore from Google in August 2017. Now, Mr. Damore had written a carefully reasoned, fact-based 10-page memo suggesting that the average career preferences of males and females may explain why there is not 50-50 gender parity at Google and other big tech firms. The language that Google's CEO used in firing Mr. Damore was a direct import from academic victimology. Google's employees were, quote, hurting, be said, because Mr. Damore had dared to challenge the reigning orthodoxy. But what followed Mr. Damore's firing was scarier still. A regional branch of the National Labor Relations Board, which oversees discrimination complaints in the workplace, upheld Google's actions on the same bathos-drenched victim grounds. Mr. Damore's memo had made Google's employees feel, quote, unsafe at work, according to the NLRB Associate General Counsel. It thus constituted, quote, discrimination and sexual harassment. Now, consider for a moment what this NLRB ruling means for science. Any evolutionary biologist, psychologist, or economist who studies the different risk profiles and appetite for competition among males and females is vulnerable. Because you know what? As I think students at Liberty understand, males and females are different. Like, it takes some wisdom, it takes some insight to recognize this. They're complementary, they're necessary for children, and they're not all the same. But thanks to this NLRB ruling, any branch of science that recognizes this difference could shut down no matter that its findings are true. Now, the mad rage for race and gender proportionality is accelerating, especially in the Me Too era. From here on out, everything you read, everything you watch in the mainstream media will have been calculated according to the demands of diversity. Newsrooms, I can tell you personally, are under enormous pressure to find reporters, select sources, and originate stories that improve their diversity profile. Book publishers are obsessively scrutinizing their lists for diverse authors and themes. And thanks to pressure from their own human resources department and outside activists, corporate boardrooms have made a fetish of gender proportionality. Case in point, Drew Gilpin-Faust, the outgoing president of Harvard, recently became the head of the board on Goldman Sachs. Now, who knew that left-wing American history professors knew anything about investment banking? If you're a white male in any field, no matter how talented, you're going to have to meet a higher standard to get hired or promoted. I urge you quickly to become gay or trans. It's your only chance. A respected Midwestern evangelical college has virtually stopped admitting white males into its graduate programs because it knows they will have such a hard time getting a teaching job, and the college doesn't want to hurt its placement statistics. Has anyone heard of Manels? No? Okay, well, listen up, guys, because this is another signpost of the future. A Manel is a panel of experts made up mostly or exclusively by males. Manels are now verboten in woke society. No matter if the male panelists at an Alzheimer's conference say, represent the most cutting-edge scientists in the field. Last year, a professor at UC Davis, University of California, Davis, demanded that every male scheduled for an upcoming conference on microbes resign and that the conference sponsors withdraw their support since the invited presenters were heavily male. Well, miraculously, instantaneously, the lineup changed to majority female. The University of California at San Diego announced this February that it had deliberately invited only females to a biology conference. Fanels, you see, are not just okay, they are glorious. Were the UCSD fanalists the best researchers in the field? Who cares? Even classical music is being poisoned by identity politics. New Yorker music critic Alex Ross triggered outrage against the Chicago Symphony and Philadelphia Symphony Orchestras this spring by tweeting that they'd programmed no female composers in their upcoming season. Never mind that at that very moment, the Chicago Symphony Orchestra was at Carnegie Hall performing Jennifer Higdon's Concerto for Low Brass, a work commissioned by the Chicago and Philadelphia Symphony Orchestras, undoubtedly at grotesquely inflated cost. The reality is this: it's absurd to expect gender parity in the concert hall. The greatest composers of all time, whether Bach, Mozart, Beethoven, Schubert, Chopin, Brahms, and of course performers like Frank Sinatra and our beloved Mr. Piscopo, were male. Get over it. Who cares? We should simply be grateful for the beauty that they gave us unworthy mortals. But classical music is now also under pressure. Their boards to hire by gender and race for conducting positions and everything else. A classical music agent who I know said to me wistfully, "If only I had a trans conductor, I'd be rich." Now, it is an unalloyed pleasure that Hollywood is being forced to sacrifice its best box office judgment to meet the demands of the race and gender bean counters. But it is in the sciences where the diversity imperative becomes most momentous. Every academic science department, whether physics, mathematics, or chemistry, is at risk. The federal government, sadly, this is something continuing under our current administration, is demanding that science departments hire based on gender and race rather than scientific merit. University administrators are ordering faculty search committees to tear up their short lists for hiring and reconfigure those lists to include more females, regardless of qualifications. Science education is being slowed down and watered down in the hope of graduating more females and underrepresented minorities. An oncologist at an Ivy League medical school was berated by his dean for giving an exam in pharmacology that was too, quote, fact-based. What? I don't know about you, but if I'm going for a cancer treatment, I want my doctor to know the facts about drug interactions. Now, this mania for gender and race parity in science continues in the private sector. After James Damore was fired, a human resources manager sued YouTube and Google for firing him because he had refused to go along with the mandate to interview only females and underrepresented minorities for entry-level engineering jobs. Potentially groundbreaking scientists are being passed over today because they are of the wrong race and gender. Guess who does not care about diversity metrics? China. The best thing that Donald Trump could do to equalize the playing field would be to airlift and drop a few cargo holds of gender theorists onto Beijing University and its research labs. But until that happens, China is going to inexorably pull ahead of us in science, because in science, at least, it seems to care only about one thing, which is what you know and not what's between your legs. So, you know what? I do not regard being female as an accomplishment. I don't even regard it as particularly interesting. And I certainly do not want to get a job because of my sex, because I think that is incredibly insulting. So the diversity delusion has to be challenged and nipped in the bud. The next time self-engrossed students occupy a campus building demanding reparations, here's what their college president should say. Are you kidding me? You are the most privileged human individuals in history. You have at your thing the thing that Faust, at your fingertips, the thing that Faust sold his soul for, knowledge. You're surrounded by libraries that would have driven the Renaissance humanists mad with envy and desire. You can read any book that has ever been written. You have access to scientific laboratories that are the most advanced in the world. You can pursue literature, language, and history. Everything is available to you. Far from discriminating against minorities and females in hiring, every faculty search here is one desperate effort to finding such candidates that haven't already been snapped up by better endowed universities. I can assure you that my faculty are not bigots. They have nothing but goodwill for history's oppressed groups and want all of their students to succeed. At this very moment, millions of students abroad in Asia are studying night and day for the privilege of attending a college like this. If you feel so oppressed, step aside and let them take your place. Grow up. But a college student never says any of these things, of course. Instead, he's silent before these outbreaks of mania, happy to sell out his faculty as alleged bigots and promising to make further amends for so mistreating the oppressed students. It becomes imperative, therefore, for the rest of us to rebut the victimology narrative. It is not enough to call for freedom of expression. That is, if I may borrow a phrase, a relatively safe stance to take. No, if we're going to restore sanity and civil harmony, we're going to have to take on the victimology narrative directly and assert that for all our historical flaws, and they were real, there has never been a more tolerant, opportunity-filled polity than our current one. The constant delegitimation of American institutions undermines the normative basis of law and order. The U.S. has been immune from the tribal anarchy that is still common in other parts of the world. But if we continue down this path Antifa violence, the threatening confrontations directed against conservative public figures as they go about their private lives, and the sucker punching of Trump supporters and worse is going to become the norm. A new path will require reclaiming the university, since the preservation of freedom requires knowledge of how unique has been the West's development of the rule of law, the scientific method, and the concept of individual rights. But a university's highest calling is to convey the full glory of Western inheritance, to inspire students to get down on their knees in gratitude for that legacy rather than raising their fists in protest. And I know that gratitude is something that inspires Liberty University's students to their enormous credit and which sets you apart from the rest of the crybabies in the rest of the country. Universities should be helping their privileged students grasp the beauty, wit, and profundity of a vast and rich tradition, one to be discovered, if you'll permit me, a highly idiosyncratic and personal list, in the works of Aeschylus, Rabelais, Tiepolo, Twain, and yes, at the risk of student complaint, Mozart. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to speaking with Piscopo. Oh,
got a couple questions. That was awesome, incredible. She's so smart, I'm almost scared to ask her any questions, but there's been a problem in recent years. Schools have to comply with Title IX with their athletic programs. Well, it's based on the percentage of males to females. It's gotten to about 60%, 40%. 60% female, 40% male at a lot of undergraduate institutions. Is that because of this reverse sexism? That's what it sounds like to me, but do you equate the two?
Oh, of course. I mean, every college is under enormous pressure to simply cancel male athletic programs.
Well, we do that, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you guys are.
Do you think the reason they're not coming to school at all because of,
sure.
Jordan Peterson was here recently, and he's enormously popular with young men because his writings and his works encourage them and try to help them. But it's almost like we went from a sexist society against women to now a sexist society against men.
Yeah, the effort is to disappear males, as I say. This is a revenge on civilization deemed as too male. And we are playing with fire because if we're going to remove males from our society, civilization is going to come to a halt. Obviously, females have wonderful contributions to make, but the drive, the desire to take risk, to conquer, to explore, is something that is more heavily found in males on average. Again, I'm not talking about any of you go girl females here, but the hatred and vitriol that is directed.
We've got alpha females here.
I know you do. I know you do. I know you are. I know you are. But you also, I think, are sane enough to realize that males are not the enemy. But that is the message that is being sent in our culture at large.
Well, I've been talking recently with Penny Nance is on our board of trustees. She's the director of Concerned Women for America, conservative women's groups. I've been talking to her. I've been talking to Candace Owens recently. By the way, Candace Owens testified before Congress this week, and she put those congressmen back on their heels like I've never seen. You got to go back and watch that on YouTube or whatever. But Penny tells me that now her conservative women's organization has teamed up with the radical feminists who are offended by this idea that a 6'6" male can claim he's a female and go play on a women's basketball team, or are they just offended by the idea that they don't have privacy in the restrooms anymore? I mean, that there's an attempt to take that away. It's just ironic, I think, that the left and the right are kind of working together.
Well, this is like the mystery of our time. Where the heck did the trans thing come from? It's all of a sudden, it just exploded. 15 years ago, if you said that a male was going to run on a female track team and destroy those records, the trans athletes on these track teams are setting records that a female, just because of natural biological differences, is never going to meet. 15 years ago, the feminists would have said, well, isn't that just like males? You know, to muscle in and to take our triumphs and our victories away. Now, the delicious thing about this moment is you have the feminists with their lips sealed that can't say a word. What's going on here is something very profound, and I cannot claim that I understand it, but this drive to deny the reality of biological differences has implications that I think it's going to take decades for us to understand and to work out. And it is something that I think, again, is aiming at the very basis of civilization, which is the complementarity of males and females, of men and women.
Well, I just can't tell you how wonderful that talk was. And before I interrupted, you were starting to get a standing ovation. I think she deserves one, so go ahead.
No.
Heather's new book is The Diversity Delusion. It's normally $25. We're subsidizing it for students only for $10. So if you want one, will you be down here signing? She will. She'll be down here signing books. But now I want you to welcome the mayor of Lynchburg, Virginia.
Good morning.
Treney Tweedy.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Hello, Liberty. Woo! I am so honored to be here and welcome our guests to Lynchburg. Wonderful. They didn't give me a band, so I'm not going to sing. I'll leave that to our guests. But what I am going to do is I'm going to talk about serving. And I just love serving. I am so honored, first, to be your mayor. Second, because this weekend, I get to bring the message of love. Love Lynchburg this weekend, guys and gals, right? So over 2,000 of you will be in our neighborhoods, in our streets, working on beautification projects, working with our nonprofits, serving in our community. It takes all of us collectively and together to work. And when we all, and I say all of us, put our hands to the plow, how many of you know what that means in here, to put your hands to the plow, right? Right? I am a mayor of faith, okay? I'm a mayor of faith, so don't be surprised when I come out with a few verses maybe. Not today. But don't worry about it. I know them, right? Today I'm here to welcome you into our neighborhoods, our communities. During the year, so many of you volunteer and you organize and you create initiatives around supporting our citizens and our services and our needs in our community. We are a blessed community. And so for all of you, whether you're from New Jersey or New York or Florida, Virginia and Lynchburg, woo! Virginia and Lynchburg is your home. I am your mayor. There's so many people that support you. And for the 500 or so that are going out today, we thank you. For the over 1,700 that are coming out tomorrow, I'll be there with you, okay? And we're going to make Lynchburg even stronger than it currently is. So thank you so much, and love Lynchburg this weekend. Thank you.
Hey, one more time, let's thank our mayor. Thank the mayor. She's phenomenal. Hey, I do want to make sure, hey, just real quick before we walk out of here, again, I want to
David, I think she'd make a great convo speaker in the future.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mayor, it'll be a good local one. We won't even have to buy an airline ticket. We'll have you come speak. Thank you, sir. Hey, before we walk out of here, I do want to thank you for your patience. If you are running a few minutes late to class, just let your professor know that it's excused. Our provost will always contact those professors. You guys are always so great, so hospitable. I think today we just need to go ahead and honor our guests. And Joe Piscopo, you still got it, brother. You're amazing. Your daughter, your son did a great job. Heather, thank you for being here. And of course, Mayor Tweedy. God bless you guys. We'll see you this weekend as you serve. You're dismissed. Remember, the books are $10 right there if you want to grab one. That's more than 70% off.